Hello students, we are continuing with chapter 1, Challenges of Nation Building from our class 12th Political Science textbook, Politics in India Since Independence. In the first and the second video, we had studied about the challenges India faced after independence and partition. And in the second video, we had studied about integration of princely states. This is the final video of the chapter, which will talk about the reorganization of Indian states and the creation of a new map, new borders for India, for Indian states. So let us begin. You can see this map here which says changing state boundaries of India since 1947. This has started from 1951, 1956, 1975, 2000, 2014, 2019. And you can see the various ways in which these borders have been made. In 1951, 1950 particularly, states were categorized into A, B, C, and 7 states were formed. And then these states were increased to 12. After this, the Sikkim joined the union. This is 1975, 2000, till 2019, till 2020 also there have been so many changes in the states. On what basis was these changes made? On what basis were the states divided? Division on the basis of language and culture. There was a lot of discussion on this. Gandhiji had said in one of his quotes that the states should have their own languages, and it was not right to impose Hindi as a language, national language, on all the states, on the whole country. So every state should have their own language so that every state can maintain their culture. India being such a diverse country, it was important that every state should be able to maintain its language, should be able to maintain its culture, so that the children who are born, the people who live there, can enjoy the beauty of their own culture and state. And that is why, after a lot of discussion and a lot of upheaval in the country, a lot of protests in the country, one which was led by the local leader of Andhra Pradesh, that is Potti Sri Ramulu, that it was decided to divide the states in India on the basis of language and culture. So you can see this linguistic issue or the linguistic division that happened finally, that the states were divided on the basis of their language. You can see the list given here. You can see this list here. Various states like Karnataka is Kannada, such a huge Hindi belt. You can see that, light green. This is all Hindi speaking belt. Then there's this little Gujarati, and then there's a little Marathi here, and there's this Konkani in Goa portion, right? So then there's Bengali in Bengal, there's Odia in Orissa, then there's also Nisti and Dafla in Assam, in Arunachal Pradesh. Assam has Assamese, Ao is in Tripura. So you see the various languages which are there in our country. And along with these languages, there are some colloquial languages also. Like in Bihar, you have Magdi, you have Maithili, you have Bihari. In Uttar Pradesh, you have Avdi. Okay, in Karnataka, you have Tulu. So there are so many other small languages also which are there, the colloquial languages which are also there, which make the country so diverse and so beautiful. And that is why it was decided to divide the states on the basis of languages. The recent developments that have taken place, the recent changes that have taken place, that are also based on culture and the geographical need of those states, that new states like Telangana, Chhattisgarh, etc., Jharkhand and all have been formed. So this was the basis of division of our languages, and the reason why it happened was because of the Vishal Andhra movement that took place in Andhra Pradesh. Started by Potti Sri Ramalu, who was a local leader. They demanded that the state should be, that Andhra province should be made into a separate state. And Potti Sri Ramalu, who was a Congress leader, like I told you, and was a veteran Gandhian, he had followed Gandhiji. He sat on an indefinite fast, which ultimately led to his death in 56 days. After 56. So these long 56 days of his were taken very emotionally by the people. And when he died, they came out into the streets in large numbers. There was a lot of riots. There were a lot of protests. And the government did not have any other way to stop it but by the formation of Andhra Pradesh. And so the Prime Minister announced the formation of a separate Andhra state in December 1952. 2. And that is how Andhra Pradesh was formed. After this, many other states also started struggling or started asking for a separate state on the basis of language and culture. And these struggles forced the central government to appoint a state reorganization committee in 1953 and asked it to form a report and work on it to know what exactly is required for the country. This committee, this commission, it submitted a report, and finally an act was passed which was called the States Reorganization Act 1956, which came into effect in November 1st. And this led to the creation of 14 states and 6 union territories. So those states or those areas which were small and the government felt that state नहीं बन पाएगी उसकी और उसको state का status नहीं दे सकते, उनको उन्होंने union territory का status दे दिया, यानी कि वो center के अंदर ही रहेंगी, center ही उनके ऊपर govern करेगी और उन पे कोई government नहीं होगी, उनकी state government नहीं होगी क्योंकि वो union territories होंगी. लेकिन बाकी 14 states को जो कि बड़े थे उनको state का provision दिया गया. All right. So that is how ये जो map आप देख रहे हैं ये before the reorganization था. After the reorganization the map changed and India had new boundaries. Indian states had new boundaries along the linguistic lines. Language के basis पे नई boundaries बन गई और new states like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, all these kind of states were formed. Union territories create की गई. Himachal Pradesh, Andaman Nicobar Islands, Delhi, Lakshadweep Islands, मणिपुर, त्रिपुरा, ये सारी यूनियन टेरिटरीज बनी और फिर बाद में ये बाकी स्टेट्स भी बन गई. ठीक है, धीरे धीरे एज इंडिया प्रोग्रेस्ड ये धीरे धीरे स्टेट्स भी बन गई. हिमाचल प्रदेश स्टेट बन गई, मणिपुर स्टेट बन गई, त्रिपुरा स्टेट बन गई. अभी रिसेंटली नई स्टेट्स ऐड हुई हैं जैसे कि तेलंगाना एक्सेट्रा. सो ये स्टेट्स भी धीरे धीरे अस्तित्व में आ गई. दे केम इनटू रिकॉग्निशन. So that is how India was reframed or states were reorganized and India got a new map. So you see the India after reorganization, this administrative map, 1961. You see the various states of 1961 and this is the present map. I have made it bigger for you to see nicely. You have Chhattisgarh here, you have Jharkhand here, which was only Bihar here and Madhya Pradesh here. Now this Madhya Pradesh, this part has been boundaried and created into Chhattisgarh and this part has been boundaried and created into Jharkhand. Similarly, Andhra Pradesh, this part has been boundaried and created into Telangana, so Andhra Pradesh has become smaller. Then these Assam has been bifurcated and divided into Meghalaya and Mizoram and Nagaland, and Tripura. You can see all these states here. This is Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, a little Sikkim here near Bhutan. Okay. Which was not yet into India here, but then finally it has come into India in this place. And then this is West Bengal all the way here. So you can see the various states now. Jammu and Kashmir has also been made into a state. Ladakh has also been given a separate status. So these are the kind of states that have been created and a new map. India has got a new map, a more vibrant map, a more divided map, but a more vibrant map, a more united map. That is how India keeps on progressing. A new topic has been added to this chapter, that is Patel and national integration. We had already read about it when we studied national integration, that how Patel had integrated India and how he has got himself the title of the Iron Man of India. His birthday, that is 31st October, is celebrated as National Unity Day. There is an image or there is a statue of his which has been made and installed in Ahmedabad by the present government, that is the Modi government. Narendra Modi has taken this initiative. And Sardar Patel will always be remembered as an outstanding leader who embodied in himself the features of a true nationalist, catalyst, and realist, popularly characterized as NCR in Indian political history. So Patel was the Deputy Prime Minister at the time of independence and responsible for the integration of the country. So read through this particular slide here and know more about him. We have already spoken about him in the previous video, so you know about him already. And I hope you've understood the chapter well and will be able to answer the questions related to it. Have a good day. Thank you very much.